Hey, so I'm starting off November with a new case of half dollars. So we're going to be going through this looking for, hopefully, we can find some older ones. Don't find them very often, but, and maybe some double dice, mint errors, foreign coins. Heck, I'd be happy with a couple of fake coins. And this looks like we got, I don't see anything silver showing on the end, but we definitely got a used or circulated, except for that one looks really new, but all the rest of these look really circulated. So I'll be going through these and I'll come back whenever I have something to show. Hopefully, it'll be every 10 rolls or so, but uh, well, we'll just have to wait and see. I will check back with you whenever I've gone through some of this and let you know what I found. All right, here's a quick update. I've been through the first 10, and I got Nosy here trying to make sure what I'm not doing anything without him. Don't come up here and say hi. He seems to think if I'm talking to him. But okay, I got this one with a hole. So I got a couple of these I can make necklaces out of. I got silver. That's cool. Been a while since I've found silver. 1967. And this one here is a 1974 FS FS 101, but it's not in real good shape. So let's bring up the microscope and look at that one real quick. You can see that has a double things there. You can see the little bit of double there. You can see the notch in the 4 there. You can kind of see the notches in the E there. You can come up here, you can see the second line there. You can see how it's whiter there. It's just not in really good shape. You can see the same over here, a little bit extra there. You can see where it's doubled over here. And God, there's not that much doubling in. You can see it there on the 9 and the notch on the 4. You can see it right there on the neck there too, I guess. But yep, that's it. So that's my 3 finds for the first 10 rolls, and I will let you know what I find in the next 10 rolls. I will check back with you here in a minute, and if somebody lets me continue, and I will talk to you in a bit. All right, I'm done with the second set group of 10, and the only thing I found was this NIFC 2003 Denver. So I got one NIFC, one silver, one DDO, and one damage coin. So that's it. I got what, 30 more rolls to go through. I'll check back with you after the next 10. All right, I'm done with the third group of 10. All I got is another 1974, not in really great condition, but come on. There we go. You can see we got another notch in the 4 there. I don't know, like I said, you can kind of see the double there in that strip of the R. You can see where it's off to the side there. You can see here in the Y, the T, the L, and along that side in the I. I don't know if there's anything to look in there, but we've also got the 9 there. You can see that is added onto the edge of the 9 there too. Got a notch there in the 7. So, 2 1974 FS 101s, which seems weird. One silver, one NIFC, and one with a hole in it. I got 20 more rolls to look through, so hopefully you'll pick up a little bit more. Talk to you in a bit. All right. Done with the next one. I got 4 more finds. Got 10 more left to go. So 2 more NIFCs. Another 2003D, because I already have one of those. And a 2007 Philly. And we got another silver. A 1966. Kind of dirty. And a shiny. A 1983 silver. Beat up a little bit. Back's in really good condition. Front's beat up a little bit, but our first proof. So I got 10 more to go through. I will come back and we'll do a recap of everything I found. So talk to you here in a bit. All right, I'm done. And the last 10 rolls, I found one more NIFC at 2005 Denver. So I'll put that here. So we ended up with 2 2003 Denvers, 2005 Denver, and a 2007 Philly. We ended up with one heavily circulated proof, 1983. We ended up with 2 of the 1974D FS 101s. Let's see if we can. Just something about the way my system's set up. It doesn't show these things very well. You got just too much glare. I had some reason I can't get the white balance set right. You can clearly see the notch there in the 7. You can see the extra wideness in the Y and the T. This looks like it's a late stage die also, so it's let's see if this helps any. You can kind of see the notch going down the leg of the R. It's the other one. A little bit easier to see. You can see the notch in the 4 there. Notch right there in the 4. You can see a little bit, you can see where it's coming down below on the T, and you can see a little bit of the doubling there in the S, doubling the R, double wide on that leg of the R. And there's a little bit of a split there. This one's worn more. You can really tell where the extra is on there on the 9. And a little bit in the 1, but again, these both look like they're late stage dies. Just a little bit of deteriorating going on there also. A little bit extra there on the E. You can tell a little bit extra there on the edge of the B and the I and the L there, but all right. Turn this back on and get rid of some of the things. And then we got the one with the hole in it. And then the 2 silvers, which is pretty cool because I hadn't found silver in quite a while. But we can add these to my silver guy. You can see the silver nickels, mainly nickels. I think there's 1 dime, and the rest of them in there are halves. I don't think there's a chance of me filling this up by the end of the year, but there we go. A little bit more silver in there. At today's value, that silver is worth a little over $14. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like, share, subscribe. Comments on what you think about these. I know these are deteriorated to the point to where they might be worth maybe $5-10. But I don't think the lowest thing PCGS had rated was a 40. And these aren't 40s. and like I said, I think they're just late dies, you know, they're later, the dies are starting to deteriorate also, which doesn't help out any. But I didn't find anything new to add to my book, my books, but I don't think. Let me make sure. I think I have the 1983. Nope. I take that back. That 1983 proof is an add to my book. Oh, as I throw everything to the ground. But the two silvers over here were 66 and 67. And then most of what I need in here are proofs. So if I'm not finding proofs, I'm probably not going to be adding anything else to this anytime soon. The only things that aren't proofs are the 65, 69 Denver, and 70 Denver. Everything else I need in here is a proof. So I need to find more proofs. So hope y'all enjoy. Please like, share, subscribe. Remember, we do this for fun. Collect what you enjoy, and be careful what you buy. A lot of people out there trying to sell crap that ain't really worth anything. So if you have the time, go to the bank, get a case, go through, search that way. It's more fun that way, and that way you get to find everything yourself, and that, or at least all the easy stuff yourself. So, all right. Good luck in your hunts, and I will talk to y'all later on.